found and watched an excellent episode of rodserling's The Night Gallery. I believe it's a season 2 episode. It's called Tell David, and it stars Sandra Dee. In this particular episode, a young woman who's very jealous, who fights a lot with her husband, is in this blue station wagon. What she believes is a storm hits. She arrives lost at the home, which turns out to be the future home 20 years in the future of her son. Anyhow, the woman lets her in. Various electronic devices are shown, which are futuristic, including a very early version of what we would now recognize as being MapQuest. And I do want to recommend this episode that you find it and watch it. I found it on Share TV. I had to Google search to locate it. At any rate, I recommend it strongly, and I don't want to give away too much about the episode. The part of it that I found most interesting is the prediction back then. This episode was made in 1971, of commonplace modern concepts and devices in technology that we now take for commonplace. And of course, the main one that I want to talk about is the MapQuest or Google device, in which I alluded to earlier, which the young man had developed. Fascinating episode, interestingly predictive of the future and of future technology. The date's a little off in that June 7th, 1989 is the date mentioned in terms of the futuristic pack of cigarettes that Sandra Dee has obtained during her visit there to the future. But if you research this, and even from personal memory, I first started net surfing in 1997. That's when I first got online, and MapQuest was very much in existence by that time, if I recall correctly. Definitely by the early 2000s, Google Maps was in existence. So they didn't miss by much. They were possibly a decade early in the writer and prop designer in their prediction of future devices and concepts as far as technology goes. So once again, this episode was written by David Jewell, and it's an excellent episode. Want to recommend it strongly. Again, NightQuest, Tell David, starring Sandra Dee.